And like I'm trying to tell you, stupid white woman, there, don't call pie, don't call pie, bitch. And bitch, you'll find out the little white monsters they're raising up their 4 feet, jumping up and down, and his arms are all scarred because after he jumps, he heals his arm, and then he becomes more resilient and immune to cuts in his arms. Accurate, it recovers a lot quicker. White. And you don't know those things are raised to glide on the silver metal piece outside in black space for at least 18 hours. Accurate. After after them come inside, their spinal cord snaps. They have to jump and heal and build that immunity structure. Accurate. That resilient DNA empire. You see what happened? Right there and then, him just roll pie. Islam is no longer good. Play dumb. Pie. Accurate. But what I'm gonna tell you right now, woman, Islam is still top. Yeah, Islam is still top. Yeah, the ones that did that are actually Israel. Yeah, Israel is the one that has fallen from grace in Afghanistan. Mighty Islam has not gone poor, woman. In fact, the grandpas just does not claim the offsprings because the offsprings are in fact all have been mudded down by accurate. Yeah, accurate. What you do not know, woman. Islam is still big, but none would accept any. Các bà bảo, sao lúc này trai nó là quá phải là hai đứa quân trẻ, tụ bắt đủ quá, nữa hai đứa quân trẻ có do, tụ Israel là lời tụ chỉ hóa lời, tụ Afghanistan là chỉ hóa, có do five-headed cobra dragon, có lucky pie's lucky. What them don't know, part, is that a bunch of them figured it out that took place in Israel buildings. Yeah, Israel buildings, because that Saudi Arabia war god was the one that got the phone numbers and fucked their women up in the buildings. With him went in, he was a lot faster than the sons being raised up there, and he fucked them up. He bred, and then he kept punching them, and he created a whole lot of dirtbag fucking lesser type gods. Accurate. You don't understand when somebody's faster and they like point a gun at you and you're doing things, and then you figure that you have less rights and powers and dignity pies right there. That's what happened in Israel buildings, women accurate. And that's what's happening in Afghanistan, women accurate. That's why I told you it's already been like that for like 7,000 years. Accurate. That's why I contacted the Ukrainian fathers, and London father isn't poor, woman. Real London father, you'll find out, is right there. The real London father, does he claim that I was character is his father? No. Him, no, that thing is something from the Middle East. Pie. Accurate. When you have a clue his grandmama is 900,000 years old, wealthy from African roots, just like Islam. Yeah, just like Islam. Wealthy, yeah. And here's the truth, woman. When you become a smaller branch and you break off from Africa, and Africa is the one that built your utopia, your buildings that you're dwelling in. That's what happens, is what's happening to Islam, well, no, what's happening to Israel and Afghanistan. Accurate. The dirtbags are from Israel and Afghanistan. And the ancient dirtbag that fucked up Saudi Arabia is in fact once raised in Saudi Arabia. Yeah, pies, right? You'll know him is not fun to play with. Him even summoned him is the one that warships had it. Accurate. Because him is the one that is poor. Accurate. Oh yeah, and Saudi Arabia was where he dwelled and was raised, and was the one that got magical elements, tiny little sticks and balls, basically atom molecules that seal 10,000 plus year old gods in 12 minutes. Accurate. You see, woman? When you think you're faster and you get sealed by gods that are like green hazel eyes, women, then you figure pie's right there. Các bà kia thổ lốt vậy sẽ ở bên á mỗi tụ chỉ một con á từ yo Israel Afghanistan kia ở luôn là tới trường thì ở luôn chọn những kia số thì here. So the report is in. If you want to doubt pie, woman, what that fucking Aaron Donovan, C. Donovan thing drew was his Abercrombie's group of blue eyes hazel god. But what you do not know, him probably know the House of Fun in Israel, because Pie's got live footages from the buildings there. Pie's right there. For 8 years now, they went around fucking their daughters and doing things like that, in the presence of Paisan and Paisan's angels and demons, and basically other father gods from the UK, and pretty much two Persian fathers by accurate. And you think that them like that? You think that Pai's father like them in Israel? Him doesn't favor them. Yeah, him doesn't favor them. Yeah. I told Israel hit Afghanistan. Both of the fathers and nailed women. I even know your Israel piece of shit there has better speed, so he's gonna put that card on Afghanistan pies right there. Have you ever seen common sense, man? Just fucking bawling, man. You don't have a clue. Your 18-year-old sweet little daughter's up there being dicked by fucking like grotesque methods, and then you figure, man, good small guys is like this. When you find out pure sons are not into it from wealthier families, and they look and they see what Pi saw, and they just walk away. Pi's right there. Holy shit. See, the House of Fun that I was and the blue hazel I was created is probably based in Israel, woman. Israel building side of the heaven, and Afghanistan. That's where they're keeping all their little white hookers. Pies right there. So if you want to go into them buildings, you better be at least 400 million kill rate per second. The special sex services, and then you'll find out what fucking other men do right there. And then if you can beat them, if you can beat any, then you walk out freely. Good idea. Come on. I don't quite. Unless you have Aztec lizards kill rate about 5 billion kill rate per second. Yeah, when Pi picks up like that, that's when Pi visits them to basically end something there because it doesn't see that Pi doesn't love it. Because Pi knows what you're pointing there to, but Pi knows what's really happening in the buildings. Pi's right there. 早路你真係個寶寶，早你真係，家民上陣就家民做個字嘛，就是，就你們用呢，I told you 這個，但是你們過 Israel，你們過 Afghanistan，就真係要到 Afghanistan 係真係要到 Afghanistan。According to Pi's Centaurus demons, the footages are actually from Afghanistan buildings. Accurate. But nowadays, Afghanistan buildings and utopias are filled with blue eyes, hazel monsters, and they're all quite fast. And they're only looking, for son-in-laws, unlimited wealth like Pais, accurate. Much like Aztec moon, Pai's right there. Pai, some kid figured it out. Yeah, he figured it out. Don't need to cheat. Now, the what the village, muito. And it's not Pi's fault. Pi's right. The moment you realize what Pi's talking about, you're gonna cry, woman, because that's real life footages of what gods and goddesses did for 8 years. They, them been messaging Paisan through the Hmong shaman magic system. There is video format, but it's unknown to most fathers. The Ukrainian fathers have it encrypted. Ukrainian and Scandinavian, but you lucky place there. You see, Scandinavian side of the heaven is still good. Yeah, still good. Accurate. What I don't tell you, woman, is that you're from who, woman? Accurate. John on the China Malay pay a part like with the paper notice. John the Lumber Afghanistan and do getting that. I was like when your host told someone with to see my tattoo on the tour, to see the tour, to see the tour, to see my tour hold to a patient. Got the schedule to take on the lay, York. Okay, I even know, woman, to the. Him is not happy. He said, Pi, you smart. Yeah, you smart. So, you don't have the right to yell at Pi. Pi's 3 royal members. Pi's right. Gold and Crown 5 had a Cobra Dragon Nation. They wealthy, unlimited wealth, generated wealth and resources legally. Pi's right. Your people are not that full function, woman. Your people didn't even master five-headed cobra demigod needed to seal black space. Aztec was nice enough to sneak, the cobras back on Earth, and Pai's dad finished the schooling for it, while your dad was showing off his dick and his sword. Pai's right. Yeah, real woman, yeah. You know what, Pai? Some fucking dick just went ballistic in the middle and said, oh, because he was too fucking fancy with his sword, and he beat the shit out of her, yeah. Nên mỗi bọn đầu ra đi ra, yeah. Cho lúc chạy nó chạy phải cái chỗ kia, đó là có tụi mình nhận sai mà đúng là hay nè. Thầu có chơi kia cho trọ mua gì, đó là giờ hay này có cô là chỉ là chỉ. Đó là có bao cái giờ cái giờ. And women in Thailand, you don't want to try contacting you don't want to contact Islam. Yeah, you don't want to contact Islam. Because woman, Islam does not love you. Islam have no root in your people, woman. They Pi is the only Middle Eastern root. Y'all accurate. What I don't tell you, woman, Pais is from my family, but what I don't tell you, woman, is that the other ancient monsters do not call them women. Yeah, do not call them women. Y'allก็พอขอหนึ่งชิปเอาเกจายภายในให้ทุกวันเดียจ่าจอดูเดินเรื่องรีรอต่อมาเลยจะต่อแล้วป้อยตุนใส่ไปเดียเฮียแต่ชีต่อภายมึงปอดจอเดีย wait till there ภาย and Pai's branch of royalty does not go to Malaysian roots. Pai's right there ก็จะยาตุตัวมินไทย because I heard that there is long-term Africans that wedded another Malaysian royalty, and they were allowed to come back down into Malaysian countries and stuff, but they are not allowed to come into Southeast Asia territory. And Pi, we are there. Chinese nailed who when Pi has the power in Chinese? Your father is only 1,904 here. One of the royal members from that group there. And what you don't know is that you're not powerful. Yeah, you're not powerful. Pi's from the father 263 York. The 263rd son, woman, accurate. From royal root crowns, accurate. And yes, nếu chỉ cứ nếu nào có một quả hỗ trợ thì phong như mong cái chuyện đó. Ta chỉ để tuân theo lời trời cho Islam là gì lời giờ thành nhiều cái lời thì đó có lời chuyện đó lời cho giờ nhỏ lời mình rồi gì so mà đâu cho thành rồi cho nhỏ thì giờ lời tàu vật rồi tụ chỉ chạy thì mua chính mi tụ phải sự cái giờ đúng là phong như mong cái chuyện đó là chỉ ta là đã chỉ chỉ là đã bao nhiêu một ý hay là hù và lẹn là trong đó bây giờ chúng ta bỏ kia trong đây cho một bây tuổi chấp lại ta chỉ trong đó thổ phải lời hay chỉ lúc đó họ ra chỉ cho là trong đó trong tuổi sự thế mua chính. Because I don't know, Pi's not a hype woman. Pi's from the five-headed cobra dragon, one of the most wealthiest and well-known Asian gods establishments. Pi's right there. Pi's royalty is actually pretty strong. Pi's royalty is like 8-sided star accurate. And 8-sided star himself does not even come back for your grandmama, who is actually a new type of egg DNA in the white god genome structure. Accurate. You know, Pies, fucking bitch, figured it out. Yeah, you figured it out. Oh, hers not quite Middle Eastern. Accurate. And her was so rude to Pies, and then her figured it out. The white god there isn't yours, woman. And you'll find out him is quite violent. Accurate.